Playing skills, you did.
Playin skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch it, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They LA they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for them that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist. Watch out for that, I never switch, you never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist,
I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my. Hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long. Say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my fit. X slick, then hit with the. Back then, used to out the zip. Blow out the back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things, pull out the VIP. Suck to a nut, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Crush.
It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that?
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. With that, let's get up to MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. Standing by for the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And Charles, we've got 2 teams who know each other extremely well. These division games, they tend to be battles.
People scout like crazy in this league, but no one scouts more than within the division. Because if you win your division, you're automatically in the playoffs. That puts extra emphasis on these games, and they can't wait to get at each other.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. That'll be taken in the end zone. And And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. All the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
Let's go. 70, Indy. Now.
On 1st and 10, Jones. An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. Here's the offense, and we give you too much power here. We let you highlight the player. Why'd you choose Zeitler?
Because I think the big guys up front never get enough credit. Kevin Zeitler, a guard, tough, nasty. We've got to give him some love.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Jones now. Going to throw again. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh. 53 is mine. Let's get on.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Open receiver, that's Caden Smith, the tight end. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And we peek at the defense now for Philadelphia.
Malcolm Jenkins entered the NFL as a cornerback and has transitioned to safety, but still retains his good coverage skills.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30 and down to the 19-yard line. And he has another 1st down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 at the 19. Now Jones. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, it's Sanders trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And some room to maneuver. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11. Throwing on 1st is Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. No gain, and it's 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Deep ball for Jeffrey. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey, 44 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
After review of the play,
it took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Elliott good on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Ready?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got his man. This is Tate. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards and a Giant 1st down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Jones operating from the gun. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete.
Pass interference.
Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Jones off the play fake. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Caden Smith, the tight end, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I got to get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And look at this, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. The Sanders has got it complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. On first, they go right back to Howard. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wentz. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
Now Jake Elliott, earlier in his career, he beat these Giants with a 61-yarder. And the kick by Elliott is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. New York set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Throwing Jones. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Jones now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Exit.
Looking to throw. Jones. Incomplete.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So on fourth down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrick Rosas. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's first down from the 42. From the gun, it's Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Again, it's Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
This is no good. Close, but no cigar. Just wide right. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
And New York set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Looking for Ship, and that's caught inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on the football.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw. Jones. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
Jones now on 3rd down. It's caught. Shepard. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings for some reason it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now.
Ready? 18 Gator. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Brandon Graham applying the heat off the edge.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Fletcher Cox picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Jones finds his tight end Ingram. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's a second missed field goal here in this first half. He'll have to think about that going forward. Maybe time for a little soul-searching as well.
Yeah, the head coach might be looking towards the heavens because you wonder if this will affect the fourth down decision-making going forward. If you get 4th and 3, 4th and 4, situations that used to be calls for the kicker might get a second thought.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Rosas now to add the PAT. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 45. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
A quick pass out to Aguilar. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Now Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's...
Shaker Road. Oh, that's Debbie. Hello, this is John. Yes, he is.
Out of bounds.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Wentz now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. On the draw, here's Sanders. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Wentz's throw into the hands of Aguilar. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Wentz now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. The Eagles on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Howard. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were.
Done. 120.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque right there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. A look at Sterling Shepard as he and this offense get set to go again. And we roll tape now on his solid performance.
And what we've been seeing so far is a great combination of finesse and aggressiveness in running his routes and making plays. That's what you want in any type of a receiver. The guy knows exactly what to do on a given play and ends up making the plays that help your team win.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of...
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for the Giants. 41 yards. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Jones. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. This ball complete. Jones to Ingram, and he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Jones on 1st down, looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half, I mean, that just didn't happen. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. So after the INT, here's Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard, and you probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Wentz. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A big pickup there for the Eagles' 1st down, 18 yards.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Done. 280.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down now, it's Howard. Now Howard struck. He lost the football, and the Giants have it. It's picked up, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football.
Got it. 53. Check 53. We ain't giving up nothing today. Ready.
Here's Jones. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator. But
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Graham able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Jones. He's got his man. This is Tate. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
The Giants on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Jones. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Aldrich Rosas now to try the Giants field goal. This will be from 49 yards out. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. So that now 3 misses here in this first half.
And the important thing is you just can't get discouraged. You may still have some chances to make amends in the second half, so you've got to get yourself in the right frame of mind to get the job done.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. After the missed kick, they're in really good position. They'll begin this drive at the 39 now. Wentz now on first down. It's caught by Aguilar. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
go. Playin! 37. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
This is Jackson on the quick throw from Wentz. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Here we go. Waiting. Check, 47. Come to one.
On second down, it's Sanders. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now Wentz on third down. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on fourth down. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
We get a look at Sterling Shepard as he and the rest of the offense march out into place, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense, is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Now Jones throwing on first down. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
22 yards there, a first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
I got you.
Throwing Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And what does she want to do?
From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Jones now throwing again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Jones to throw on third down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Okay, feel better?
So now here comes the field goal unit again, and this phase of the game has been an absolute disaster so far. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So that's now 12 points that they've left on the field, 4 missed field goals.
Now, you and I were both hoopers, so you know it's like being a shooter in basketball. Sometimes when things go wrong, it gets in your head, and it's tough to get back on track. And that one, it never had a chance.
Carson Wentz, along with his offense, heading back out there for their next possession. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
They'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Wentz now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Wentz on to give to Sanders. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 5 now. Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 22-yard line.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Wentz now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Credit Julian Love with a pass breakup. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. The Eagles on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Wentz. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. And Elliott puts this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. New York set to take the field. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Giants on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And Tate's got it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ballgame now, and he's got a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Come on, set. 18 Gators. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Rodney McLeod that time able to knock it away. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check pass.
Throwing again. Jones. That's into the hands of the tight end, Ellison. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Looking to throw. Jones. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35, the 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Short throw, pick-6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. A look at Sterling Shepard as he and this offense gets set to go again. He's done his part, but so far it's been in a losing effort, so they've got to fix something.
But that doesn't mean changing anything, the way they're throwing the ball around and his catches and production. Keep doing that, They're going to have to fix some things likely on defense to try and slow down their opponents.
But so far, he's north of 100 yards receiving. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Right there. All day, baby.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll run. It's Sanders. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Ertz over the middle. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the red zone now, Wentz. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Wentz. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Wentz to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. From the left hash, this from 46. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, Not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one is maybe not exactly in the bag yet, but there is definitely a big mountain to climb in this third quarter. The teams are already back out there, so let's not waste any time, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Running with Howard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Throwing on second down. Wentz. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've got their way with them. You know what they're doing now with Xbox?
You know how there's a Game Pass Ultimate? Well, now they can't have the EA play Game Pass Ultimate, so you can play all the EA games for free. Yeah, that's how I'm playing Madden. You know.
Here's Cameron Johnston now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And boy, Charles, they have to find a way to just get him some time to breathe back there. He's been pressured throughout this game.
And I'll bet in his mind he's thinking the focus shouldn't be on how many times I've gone down. It's where is it happening? Where are the breakdowns up front?
Oh, yeah, I gave him that.
Say it publicly because good leaders don't do that. But they've got to figure out what's happening in the offensive line to keep people away from him so he actually has a chance to throw the football, because so far that has not been the case.
5 full sacks against him. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence, that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's Riley Dixon now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. And out come the Eagles. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Wentz now to throw. That's caught by Jackson. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So he's got another field goal, his 4th now in the game. He's making it look easy out there.
He certainly is, and they're always aiming for a swing of the leg that repeats under pressure, right? So nothing's different. He's got that right now because confidence is breeding confidence.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And New York set to take the field. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. Now Jones. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Brandon Graham able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Go.
2nd and long. He's going to air one out. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Nate Gary. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Here's Carson Wentz now and the rest of his offensive unit heading onto the field. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. On 2nd down now, it's Sanders looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. They fake the give. Now Wentz under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure, he's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, when you got a kicker out there who's already missed twice, he definitely would rather have about a 30-yarder rather than one from a neighboring county.
Can we agree to just give a pass on that one? It would have definitely been a way to turn his mood around, but instead, it's a 3rd miss and another scoreless possession.
New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety.
So far, it has lived up to expectations. Yes, it sure has, and I know that Indianapolis has to be disappointed with that opening drive when they weren't able to come away with any points and they got stopped. But we're starting to get it going a little bit, and I like the style of both these offenses. It's a little bit different, of course, because of the personnel, but at its core, what Frank Reich wants to do is run the
Jones now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and react into the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Down. 10-2 stop.
Number 53. Mike 53.
All day, baby. All day. Hit it.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They come out with one back and three tight ends. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first, and he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Brandon Graham, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. 2nd and 5. And now here is another interception. Picked off down at the 10. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Next to score. Right at the start of the play, we got set. Looks like he's slowed enough. He left last week's team on Sunday. Even score 96. That's the Nico Autry, who was offside.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Carson Wentz and the Eagles make their way out to the field. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Wentz toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, but now it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
So now here comes the field goal unit again, and this phase of the game has been an absolute disaster so far. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 11. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Jones to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And look at this, another fake. But he will not make the first down marker, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run with Sanders. As Sanders has it poked free.
Yeah.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on. They were able to stop him at the line on first down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the 2nd try.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New York set to take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm. Hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. A very solid gain of 27. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in.
Ready.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Go, Jackrabbit, come on. Shoot.
Throwing Jones. And that going to
Kowski as Rodgers, who just returned that kick, got through, and then went in.
No, that's a lot.
36-year-old kicker with no flag.
Actually, Cardinals.
From the 24, 2 timeouts. Phil Rivers in his pocket. It's Hilton. Gets 11. Good start to the drive. Well, good start to the drive, and also get the ball to start the second half. So if they play their hand right, they can get down the field. They've got obviously plenty of time, and they can
Because I'm pretty sure my mom will call back.
end the half with a false start.
Because I know she called me talking to me. Yeah, it's not that important. Alright. Yeah. I'm not in trouble, am I? Okay.
Behind 61 scrimmage yards. 2 and a warning. In Nashville. Step aside, second down at 7.
Be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Need some therapy after this. Ready.
Jones now. Going to throw again. That one caught by Allison. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
53. He can't hang. Big grip.
Looking to throw. Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Graham. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there, but maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Jones throwing complete here to Tate. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Jones on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Aldrich Rosas now to try the Giants field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. 5 missed field goals. Just a disastrous performance.
And he won't get another chance, I can't imagine. Partner, he may want to get the resume ready, too.
Yeah, maybe time to dust it off. All right, time for us now to discuss Alshon Jeffrey. He's been his typical solid and reliable self, hasn't he, Charles?
When you have that go-to receiver that you can count on in the situation where you absolutely have to have him, there's nothing better for anybody who's throwing the football. But the best part is the payoff. 2 touchdowns already. That's the bottom line when you throw the ball to a guy.
Absolutely. Not over 100 yards right now, but he does have the 2 touchdown catches. Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's first down from the 42. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Sanders. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, watch this, watch this.
They'll go again with Sanders. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo. Established. Guys, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 26.
They brought in the heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a first down.
Here we go. 120! Check, 47. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
They'll run on first down. Sanders. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They run with Howard. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Right back to him on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the end.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
I'm coming back.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So now here comes the field goal unit again, and this phase of the game has been an absolute disaster so far. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Well, one of the few things that's gone right for them. Likely a little too late, but maybe a little feather in their cap.
I think so, and to me, they played that play without looking at the scoreboard, without worrying about where they were in the score, because things haven't gone right, as you noted, for them much of this game, but they gave great effort there and picked up a defense that's had its share of troubles in this one.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Graham in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. Going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw. Jones. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, but now it's third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Here's Riley Dixon now. And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. A little trickeration there, but it does.
Yeah, I'll start it at halftime. No. No. Yeah, you start. What time is it? Okay. 4 minutes? Oh, okay.
Fool this defense. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turned into a nice play.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. And Elliott puts this one through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. Well, it's hard to put your finger on whether this is something to... Celebrate or something maybe the offense is embarrassed by, but that's now 6 field goals he's made in this game alone.
Yeah, he's bailed them out quite a bit so far, but it's very comforting to know that you have a kicker that's got your back.
This will be fielded at the 6, and he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
And now out come the Giants.
I should be here in like 15 minutes.
Okay.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's Jones throwing to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On 2nd and 10, Jones. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out, and no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Ah, yeah.
Their 2nd meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Another run here with Sanders. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Throwing now is Wentz. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
So we've seen this before. He's made 6 already, and now he'll try to become just one of a handful of men to make 7 in a game. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. The kick by Elliott is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's a drive that ends in 3, and I know that line sounds familiar. It's because I've said it 7 times now, and that leaves him 1 short of the NFL record of 8 field goals in one game.
It has been a lot of settling for 3, but I tell you what, it's nice to know that you have someone this reliable to turn to.
This fielded at the 2. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Hey, check.
Now Jones operating from the gun. He's got his man. This is Tate. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Go. Ready.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones, they'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Well, he flew past 200, 300, 400 yards. Now he's over 450 yards passing on the day.
So what you're saying is oxygen for everyone catching the ball and trying to defend?
Yeah, especially those guys trying to defend right now.
No doubt. They've got to be a confused group because they haven't been able to defend him very well at all. And I think he just wants to keep firing. When you have that kind of a day, you're just locked in. Just keep calling those pass plays.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones, he dumps it off to Barkley. And he's got this down to the 35. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
90, Wolf.
Here we go, here we go.
Now.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Aldrich Rosas now to try the Giants field goal. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the three, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
They go play action here on first down. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. They go counter with Howard. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Jordan Howard, 88 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
I'll see you Monday, all right?
See you Monday. Have a good weekend.
You as well. Bye, Daddy.
Yeah.
Bye, Daddy. No problem.
Drive careful.
I will. Take care. You as well, David.
Elliott on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was.
That was your day. Yeah.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here's a look at Golden Tate as he heads back onto the field now. He's been a load for them to handle defensively, I know that much.
But look at him. He's got 7 catches on the game, and he's starting to shred them a little bit because not only is he catching them, he's picking up good yardage, keeping the chains moving, ball control, you name it. This big guy, what did you say? He's been a load for them to handle?
That's right.
Agreed.
This has 7 catches, as you said, over 100 yards. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones to Barkley on the check down. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Come on, 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
They're running it.
2nd and 6. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 10 yards, good for a giant first down.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. It's a gain of 5, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw again. And Ingram holds it in. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down, and that catch also puts him at 150 yards receiving now for the game. And on that last catch, Charles, he tops the 150-yard mark. It's one thing when your wideout gets that. When your tight end gets it, it's quite another.
We keep seeing the evolution of that position, don't we? Where we've seen where it's gone from strictly as a blocker to a guy who caught a few passes to now an integral part of the passing game, sometimes the primary receiver, because a lot of these guys have wide receiver skills, and we're seeing that on display here. Just think about the guys in the past looking back at this game and saying, sure wish that was me. I'd love to have gone out for those types of passes.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally, because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th.
Albert Rosas on for the field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
And he tugged this one badly. It's no good. Wide left. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Jordan Howard and the rest of the offense heading back out there. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On third down, this is Howard. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Here's Cameron Johnston now, standing just outside his own goal line. It's taken to the 26. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. And the Giants ready to come out now. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Now Jones. Throw left side, complete to Ingram.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing again on second down. Jones. And his throw here's incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Nate Gary. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. What did you see on that one? Rookie mistake or just good defense?
It was a combo plate, but the rookie quarterback, he'll take it all on his shoulders, and the frustration level is evident. You can see it with him. You know, if that's a veteran quarterback, he walks off like he just threw a touchdown pass because he doesn't want to show that to the defense. The young guys, they take it more to heart. It's on their sleeve a little bit. He'll learn as he goes along how to hide his emotions.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, Wentz. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. He's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
You don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper in at 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and
Let's go,
Listen. At the 5-yard
Let's go,
line.
D. Tighten up. What's your son?
Delay of game, offense.
Here we go. Playin! All you get is a headache.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead will swell by one more. Just a 4-play drive that time. And finishing it off with a touchdown run was Jordan Howard.
Hey, how's it going?
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Oh,
This is taken at the 3.
Have you heard from Randy or no?
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
But for the
She's they're offering a $100 gift card for each shift that you work versus overtime.
so when will she have to go back in? In the morning?
Yeah. Most likely.
Just trying to figure out how to work it out so you can get the calls in the morning.
Yeah, I'm probably not gonna be able to work this weekend because you gotta work, don't you?
I go back in at 4 tomorrow. I get off in the morning, but I'm gonna give Heather a call and see if she can be here at 7:30. That way I can be home. You're gonna be a little bit late, but not really late. You know what I'm saying? That's why I wanted to know what Brandy was doing. If she's gonna work in the morning, then, you know, I can just let Heather know. Alright? Also, I stopped by the garage. He's gonna give you a call Friday. Not today, of course, but next Friday. Cause, I guess to, keep you updated on the thing with the, Chrysler Jeep, whatever, the, warranty. And,
Debbie,
what?
what's ketchup?
Well, can somebody put ketchup on this plate, please? Just a little bit, not much. And I rescheduled the breaks for, not tomorrow, but the following Saturday. Because I do Louise's in the morning. So I told him I'll just drop it off like I did last time, with the tires. I'll just drop it off afterwards and he can take me, or, his wife can take me to work and they can bring the car back by later.
Alright, sounds good. Let me get on the phone. I gotta get on GPS to figure out where the hell I'm at.
Oh, okay. Alright, I'll talk to you later, hon. Love you too. Bye-bye. Hello?
Hey.
Hey, okay, I'm at Holiday.
Okay, good. How is he?
Oh, good. Yeah, no problem. No.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So I wanted to ask you though, in the morning, is there any way you can be here at 7:30? Because Bobby's going to be over at Paul's house at 8. I mean, I told him, I said, you know, that way I'm not asking her to come in like early. You can be late like 15, 20 minutes. I'm sure Paul will understand.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because I guess they're going to get somebody to come in tonight for Brandy, and then she's going to be back in the morning. So unless I'm back at the house, he's not going to be able to work tomorrow. Because I'll have to keep an eye on Louie until him or her comes back, one or the other.
Yeah, and then we can leave that routine.
Like I said, I don't know if she's going to have to work second again tomorrow. I don't know. But if she does, as soon as Bobby comes in to get Louie, then I'll be on my way into here immediately. Because, actually, on the way in this morning, on the way in just now, I stopped by the garage and rescheduled my brake job until the following Saturday. You know, after I clean Louise's, I'm going to have him do the same thing. Just drop me off here at work and bring my car back later. That seems to be the only way I can work it with my car these days. I don't know. So I'll put you on in the critical log in the daily status this evening.
Yeah, for me, I need to talk to Randy because
Oh, I don't write you in what time you came in. I just put you at the top. Yeah, I never put a time in. I just put you, so whatever time, you know, you come in, that's, but Bobby's beeping in. Let me get back to you later. Love you, hon. Bye-bye. Hey, what's up?
Hey, sorry about that.
Oh, no, that's okay. I had to let Heather go because you were beeping in. I told her I'd get back with her later, but.
I just wanted to call you back. I was lost there for a minute and figure out where I was.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna have the brake job done next Saturday, which is good because that'll leave me money in my account. So I'm not gonna run me down right down to nothing. So if you need to use the TD account, I think there's like probably $300 in there, Bobby.
Alright, well, I'm good right now. So.
Well, I know you probably wanted to. Well, are you gonna be working with Paul all this week or?
I mean, I paid everything this month already, except for the mortgage, and I got the mortgage in the bank already, so.
Oh, okay. Good deal. And Brandy can pay the cable, you know, when I get paid this coming Friday.
Yeah, that's fine.
So.
Just trying to stack money away.
Oh, I know, hon. Yeah. So I'm really glad to be out with you, out and about. How many bid jobs you gotta do?
I just went and did one. I threw away from the house.
Oh, okay. So what's it, a cleanup?
It's a cleanup, and she wants to sign a contract next year for her own thing.
Oh, that's the one you were telling me about. They called you. Yeah.
I'm doing contracts next year.
Good. Good deal. You need to, huh? Most definitely. So you and Brandy have to figure out the wording on a contract to make it up, huh?
Yeah.
It shouldn't be too difficult though, Bobby.
I was thinking like all the help you with it.
Oh, okay.
Or
So
other contract.
you and Paul on good terms again?
I guess so. Just might not have a job together, so.
How many jobs you got tomorrow?
I don't know. We're so far behind right now.
Yeah. I told Heather, I said, you know, she's supposed to be coming in at 7:30 in the morning. So I already talked to her about that, but I told her, I said, as soon as you get home, depending on how many jobs you got, I'll be heading in. So I said, I don't know if they're gonna, I said, I already know she's going first shift, but I don't know if there's gonna be anybody to relieve her for second, so I can't count on that. So it's just gonna be hectic for a while, I guess, with the vehicle situation and people situation, whatever. We gotta do what we gotta do, right?
That's it.
Hopefully all is good. And they keep showing Biden as president. Yeah. Even though all the votes still aren't tallied up.
They're saying all the votes ain't tallied up yet.
That's what I'm getting, yeah. So I don't know. I mean, some of them are still going to the Supreme Court because there's like people in charge of the voting in a couple different states. Pennsylvania finally agreed to it, so hopefully they'll get theirs done. But there's a couple states that, you know, whoever's in charge of it basically is not giving, is not, you know, saying, hey, we're gonna do a recount or whatever. So, but, I don't know. I'm still praying to God it was in our favor. Because Biden is talking, he's already talking to COVID people, and this one guy is saying to close the whole nation down for 4 to 6 weeks. There's a couple governors or mayors that basically saying, like Mississippi, I think in Tennessee, are basically already saying they're not going along with it. If he puts the rule down, they're not going along with it. And I pray to God a lot of other states follow the same because that's going to be mass suicide, Bobby.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I don't know what the hell these people are even thinking. Are you close to the job, or did you already do the bid, or?
I'm fixing to pull back up in the house.
Okay, well let me let you go so you can do that, okay?
Alright, I love you.
I love you too. Bye-bye now.
Debbie?
Yes.
A little bit more.
What?
Well, a little bit more.
A little bit more.
TJ and Troy want second.
Well, how much did you have for first?
Oh, I had 2 fish and macaroni and cheese. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I did extra fish macaroni and cheese for you.
Are you each gonna, if there's fish left, you can each have a piece of fish, but no starches.
Oh, okay, just the fish?
Yeah.
Okay. It's like 2 each, but sorry, we might have to divide it.
What?
There's like 2 fish left, but we might have to divide it. You can have
if there's 2 fish and there's 2 people, what are you talking about dividing? That's 1 each. I mean, did you not do math in school?
Yeah. I thought I'm not. Oh, okay. Hey, TJ?
He's already like the pigs. I just look pretty fun.
You asked that hierarchy on my mom said she doesn't hear back from the matter, she might not come.
He's here. You can sit her in his room at a bathroom. I don't know who in the... He said no, Dad. Alright, we can have it on. Or David. David wants it. Oh, David, do you want it? Hello. Sorry to keep bothering you, hon.
No.
Anyway, I told Bobby you'd be in at 7:30 in the morning, so he's good with that, you know, he can just be a little bit late. From what I understand, somebody's supposed to be relieving Brandy this evening, but she's got to be back in first thing in the morning.
Okay.
So, and whether anybody's going to relieve her for a second, I don't know, but, you know, that's the case. Also, David's saying that his mom is asking that one of us call her and basically let her know that they're not doing anything tomorrow, or she may not be coming in to visit him if she doesn't get a call back from.
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Call her now, yeah. Coming. Keep trying to get me this afternoon, but
Just go ahead and give her a call and let her know. All right? So.
what time is this one that was fun?
She's supposed to be coming between 9 and 10 in the morning, from what I understand, because she's bringing them breakfast. Yeah, so. But I don't know why she's thinking they're going somewhere. I mean, they've been on house arrest for how long now?
Yeah.
I'm tired. I don't know about you. It's been a draining day. Uh-huh. I feel like crawling in the bed and sleeping for the next 2 weeks.
Right?
Just pass me some coffee every now and then. Which I think I'm going to go put pot of coffee on. That sounds really good right now. When? Oh my God, Heather.
Yeah.
Oh my God, so when you have to leave there shortly, huh?
No, I'm just there at like 10 o'clock.
Okay, you're not going to hit traffic? Oh, okay. Okay, well,
You don't really get the traffic like that.
okay. Well, you just be really careful, okay?
Yeah, well, right now, I'm accident from a private state wholesale. You know, through the mail.
Yeah.
So what? It's really difficult. But you can't even take that. And then I was like, I understand that great things on a lot of them. So like, that's so I'm just unhappy.
Unreal.
And now I got late fees.
Yeah, like you really need late fees.
I know.
Oh, dear God, Heather. Yeah, It just freaking never ends. It just doesn't end. Alright, well, I'll probably talk to you later. If not, I'll see you first thing in the morning.
Okay,
Alright. Love you, hon.
love you.
Night, night. I don't think so. No, she's taking London home.
I told my mom and she said she's coming.
Okay, good.
You're gonna take it for dinner.
You're welcome.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I know. You guys can shut right now. Thanks, Gabby. Yeah, I know the words.
Alright.
Yeah. Oh, no, I understand. Yeah, I know. Everybody's on the You know, I watch it last week. And plus they do way up.
Yeah.
First down, the flag is down, and the Colts believe it's against Tennessee. Holding. Offense, number 64. Taking on Finley. And it is the second holding call this season against Nate Davis. Well, there it is, the left-handed. Nate Davis, a rookie last year, third-round pick, and 12 starts, and went through his growing pains as you would expect most rookies do, and played a lot better this year. But they got some there with Henry, and now they're looking at second and long.
And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
It's got to the point when we see guys like that make that type of a catch, not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Jones now on 1st down. A short throw to Ingram. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating?
Blitz coming, and down he goes. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
Okay, ready? 53, check 53. Switch up, switch up. Ready?
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. That's into the hands of the tight end, Ellison. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll run with Barkley. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles' defense able to hold. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Squeeze, double.
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
Let's bring it.
On 1st down, Howard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from MetLife Stadium.
Not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, they by my side.